If I were to ask you right now to sit still for 5 minutes, could you do it? Can you literally sit still for 5 minutes? But not just sit still, can you stop your thoughts for 5 minutes? Can you stop thinking for a moment to hear your own heart? Do you know that there's an addiction that's not really talked about? And I can say this because I've been addicted to a lot. And I have recently realized something, that we're addicted to our thoughts. We don't realize it, but our thoughts are a consistency that continuously go because it's energy. It's an addiction that was created from childhood and from children in school of study, 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 work, work, work. You know, you work 8 hours and study 8 hours of school or 6 hours of school. Then you come home and then you have homework to do and you think, 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 think. And we're in chaos because we haven't given ourselves time to stop thinking, to be able to hear the truth of what is us and who we are. And right now, if you're in that process where you overthink everything and you're telling yourself negative lies and you're talking down to yourself and feeling guilty because you can't stop your thoughts, well, it's nothing more than an addiction. And you are where you are because you have the strength to be where you are, and you're being given what you're given so that you can learn the lesson taken from it. And I have learned that sometimes it's better to let go and have no control and go with the flow than it is to constantly think my way into life, because all I ever did was think my way into negative circumstances and painful lessons. And meditation done daily actually teaches us to slow and stop the thoughts. And when you stop the energetic thoughts of your mind, you hear the truth of who you are. You actually feel your wholeness. You feel your essence. You find a place where your energy from your heart radiates out and just covers everything. And you can hear and understand truth. I connect better with people now than I've ever connected with people before, because I can see past the mask that we all wear, because we do. We all put a mask on because we're so fearful of what others may think, because we judge as a human race. But when you stop your thoughts, you no longer worry anymore, because you start to realize the truth of who you are. You're an angel, my love. You're an angel with the core of a light being that's so beautiful, beautiful and radiant. And when you decide that you're worthy, when you decide that you're enough, and when you do learn to take control of your thoughts and stop your thoughts, you feel your essence. And when you feel your essence, you find your purpose. And when you find your purpose, you discover your passion. And when you discover your passion, this living water, this living life flows through you. And not just to you, but to other people. I'm able to speak so much more and connect so much more with people because I'm able to connect so much more with myself on a very, very deep level. And it wasn't easy. You try stopping your thoughts. It's a very painful process when you try to stop an energetic process that's been happening your whole life. You can't get in front of a train going 90 miles an hour and expect it to stop on a dime. No, okay, there's death in that. And it's very, very hard for that part of you that's been thinking to try to stop thinking, because it's been doing it for so long that a fear is created within you when you actually try to stop it. And then that fear is amplified the more you actually try to work against it. However, it's when you face your fears that the emotion finally passes. And when it passes, there is this welling within your body that you feel joy on a level you couldn't even imagine. And you see colors on a level that are vibrant. You experience life. You stop surviving and you start being. And you have it within you. You have it within you because you are a beautiful creator of your reality. Everything outside of you is nothing more than a mirror reflection of the inside of you. And you're getting what you're giving others. You're getting what you're thinking about others, because it's all an energetic process. And you get what you think, because your thoughts are more powerful than your words. So if you're judging others, you're innately judging yourself, and you're causing yourself to repeat lessons you don't want to repeat. You know, they say doing the same thing over and over but expecting a different result. It's because you don't know yourself as an emotional being, and you live surface-wise, and you allow your thoughts to dictate your path because you've never stopped the thoughts long enough to hear your own truth. And in doing so, you've created a feeling of lack within yourself that is insatiable. You can't fill it with anything. And the more you try to fill it with stuff outside of you, the more empty you feel. It's only until you look within, until you realize who you are, until you really put the time, attention, and focus into stopping your thoughts, working on you, growing you, focusing on you, that you mature. And in maturing, unconditional love starts to flow from you. And you know how to give love properly to those who need it. It's just a matter of slowing your thoughts. You can get soda light. Soda light, I'm not even light here. Soda light and lapis lazuli are a resonant frequency that helps you to slow the thoughts down. And out of everything I've ever tried, and I've tried it all, I ran to drugs because I couldn't stop my thoughts. I ran to drugs because I didn't like who I was, and because my thoughts were so mean to me that I needed something to numb them. And so when you see people in addiction, they're in addiction because they hate who they are, because they blame who they are, because they are guilty for everything that they've done, and the only way they can numb that pain is with drugs. And then without the drugs, that pain is 100 times worse. You become your own worst nightmare when you're on drugs. So when you see a drug addict, don't send negative vibes. Don't judge because you have not a clue where they have been and you don't know the hell that they deal with in every day. And the last thing they need is you sending them a negative energy, because we are all entangled. We are all connected as one. What you think of other people, they feel and they internalize. But if they're not as strong as you, they're going to think it themselves. And they may go down that path because you thought them that way. See, life starts with you. It changes with you. You change your world when you change who you are. You change the people around you when you stop your thoughts and start to shine your light. People around you inherently change because they start finding their own truth. So if you can't sit still for 5 minutes and stop your thoughts for 5 minutes, then you're allowing your life to control you, and you are not living as you're supposed to be living. We are human beings. Being means to just be. But we don't know how to be because we've never been still enough to really feel the essence of our being. So learn meditation. Meditate daily. Consistency is your key, because if you stop one day, it's like starting all the way back over. So 10 minutes a day where you can do nothing but breathe. Breathing takes control of your thoughts. When you conscious and focus on your breathing, you don't think at the same time. You stop feeding that spiraling cage and you allow the energy to start to dissipate when you remove your focus from it. And when you pull your focus back within you and into your heart, you allow everything to slow down enough for you to start picking up on your own intuition, because you're guided. You're far more than you know. You're guided. So meditate daily. And stop judging other people, and stop focusing on your outer world, because the more focus you put on your outer world, the more you run those negative thoughts. The more you run that past thought and paradigm of thinking less than. Focus on you. Take this time now to discover what it is you like, and speak your truth. I'm going to tell you something. If you cannot speak your truth, if you feel a certain way about someone but you can't tell them that truth, then you're only hurting them and you're only hurting yourself. Truth will set us free. And sometimes we need to be strong enough to face our truth and speak our truth. We need to be able to stand up in who we are and share that light with more to see. Because it's in that truth that we are freed. And then when you are free, you can't go back. I'll never go back to doing drugs again, because that root is gone out of me. And I have found a well so deep that nothing can take it from me, because I found strength in what it actually means to be within God, what it actually means to be whole within myself. And I can't fall and break from that. And in fact, I'm watching the universe unfold in front of me. I am literally starting to predict it. It's pretty crazy how the universe works when you're whole within who you are. When you stop your thoughts, you feel the true essence of you, and you are an angel. You are an angel, you are an angel, we are all angels, and we're all lights in this together. And the only way that we're going to be able to get through it is by learning and choosing to fix ourselves, learning and choosing to be better versions of ourselves. If you want joy and happiness, go find it, because it's a choice. It is a choice, and it starts with you. If you keep waking up every day thinking of a negative thought, it's going to lead you down a negative path, and you're just going to keep suffering negatively. And then you're going to blame other people for where you are when it's actually you who's choosing it, because you feel you deserve something negative in your life. You don't. So you got to go through your past, decide that you're worthy enough, and stop letting your past dictate how you feel. Stop letting your past control you. Stop letting your thoughts tell you who you are, because your thoughts are nothing more than the sum total of all the people you've met in your life. You're not them. So why do you listen to them? You are you. Why don't you know you? Because you haven't stopped the thoughts long enough in your body to be able to discover that truth. So if you're really seeking truth, the only place you'll ever find it is within you. If you want change, the only place it'll ever happen is within you. And if you keep fighting your outer world, you're never going to get to the root problem, which is within you. So, learn meditation, do something to start slowing your mind and try to get yourself out of your thoughts for just a moment. Because there is a brighter way of living, there is a better way of living, but it only can start within you. And we are all one. So it only takes one of us. That's why I stand up. That's why I share my truth, and that's why I allow myself to channel wisdom and to be that knowledge, because it's time for us to be able to love ourselves unconditionally so we can share that same love. And I now understand unconditional love because I allowed God and life and everybody else around me to teach me. And I'm going to share it, and I'm going to do what I can to share more of it, because I think it's time that we start sharing our knowledge and we start being transparent with who we are. And I was a drug addict, okay? And I healed from that. I was on antidepressants. I was a borderline personality disorder. Everything you can think of, I was there. But I was there because I didn't know who I was, and so I just listened to my past instead of walking towards my future. But see, now I can't be stopped because now I'm aware of who I am, because I stopped the thoughts long enough to feel my own essence. And it's within my essence that I feel the truth. And every day I'm proven right, because every day it unfolds more and more beautifully. But I have to face a lot of fears. I have to walk towards darkness, because it's on the other side of darkness that my truth lies, and I'm ready to face it. And you are too. So speak in your truth, be in your truth, and know who you are, and really work on stopping your thoughts. Really be intent about it, because I promise you, when you do, there's so much more to life than you know. There's so much more to experience, and you're not limited. You never were. You just thought you were. That's my wisdom for the day. Go get some soda light, lapis lazuli. I'm at the Bodhi tree, guys, if you want. You guys come visit me. They're like little programs to your energy field, and when you carry them with you, they help you to grow in those aspects of your life. Because I know you're tired of being stagnant. I know you're tired of being down. So why not grow? Because the best way out is in. And the best way to grow in life is to help others grow. So go be a light for someone. Go grow for someone. Because they may not know how to grow, but I know you do. And I know you have the heart and the want to, and I know the light that's within you. So grow with me, shine with me, and let's bring love and light to this world, because there's a better way of living, a more prosperous way of living, but it all starts with you.